Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, out of all the times on this channel that I have told you guys that it is time, it is officially time, baby. That's right. My favorite fighter of all time. Last week when I said Izzy's my second favorite fighter, I didn't say who my number one was. But it's time, baby. Because this weekend, the Blessed Express is back up and rolling on the tracks. And my boy Arnold Allen, you about to get ran over, baby. Let's go. So, boys, if you were looking for finally an unbiased video, you have looked to the wrong place. Because this weekend, hailing from Waianae, Hawaii, Max Blessed Holloway is going to steamroll Arnold Allen, baby. Put up record-setting numbers on Arnold Allen, baby. With all due respect to Arnold Allen, right? Arnold is one of the best fighters in the world at featherweight. Straight up. Undefeated in the UFC. Beat Sadiq Youssef. Beat Dan Hooker. Beat Calvin Kattar. Monster. Really is a monster. He's a heavy-handed killer. Comes forward with a bit of reckless abandon every now and then. And that's what I think is going to be the story of this fight. Because Max Holloway, he knows how to control distance. He knows how to switch it up and keep you thinking. He knows how to keep his 1-2 simple, though, at the same time, to where he's not doing too much. He's just touching you. Touching you, touching you, touching you. And honestly, I'm just so pumped because I've heard the slander from my boy for months now. I stuck by him for time and time and time again. I don't care if he wins. I don't care if he loses. The reason why I love Max Holloway is he will genuinely fight anybody in the world. He does not bat an eye about it. He has an exciting fighting style. He's just a man. Don't make no excuses for himself when he loses. Doesn't brag crazy when he wins. He brings all his energy and puts it all into the fight. And I love this guy, man. I really do. He's my favorite, probably, athlete in the world right now. Yeah, guys, basically how I see this fight going is 5 rounds, Max Holloway by decision, convincing decision. I think Arnold's dangerous in the first round for Max. I think Arnold's dangerous in the second round for Max, but we've never seen Arnold go 5 rounds in the UFC. Max literally only goes 5 rounds. Nobody can finish Max. Like, you might as well just throw that out. He got finished by Poirier when he was a wee lad, when he was a baby boy in his daddy's nutsack. But if you're talking about prime Max Holloway, there's no finish in that man. And you guys can say, oh, eventually his chin's going to crack. And everybody keeps talking about, oh, so much damage. He's taking so much damage. He's taking so much damage. He's never even been knocked down. I know he gets hit a lot, but guys, he hasn't shown any signs. The best fighter on the planet right now, Alexander Volkanovski, just punched on him for 5 rounds, and he didn't even come close to going down. He got a cut above the eye, had blood gushing in his eye the whole fight, and still hung in there with one of the best fighters in the world, probably the best fighter in the world right now. Guys, I've seen this story before. Brian Ortega fight. They said Max can't make 45 anymore. Something's wrong with Max. He shouldn't be cutting this much weight. It's Brian Ortega's time. I've heard the story so many times. The Calvin Kattar fight. Oh, Max is done. That second fight with Volk was the last chance he had. Yada, yada, yada. And now we're telling the story again. Oh, he's done. He's never going to fight for the belt again. Arnold Allen's a young and up-and-comer. And guys, you already know what Max does. He's going to remind you all. Arnold Allen, you are a great, great fighter, my guy. And you may be a future champion. But you messed up signing this fight. Yair Rodriguez lost to Max, and he's fighting for the belt. You could have fought someone else. You could have fought anyone else. And you could have got one more win, and you would have been in line for the title anyway. but you messed up. And what I want you to remember from the bottom of my heart is in the mid-4th round, when you're just getting busted up and there's literally no hope left for you, and you're gasping for air, and you got this guy pointing at you, you got this guy talking to you and just touching you whenever he wants, I want you to remember that you did not have to take this fight. I will represent the Max Holloway fan base in saying that we respect you, Arnold Allen, but we don't fear you. We don't fear any man. And guess what, fellas? After this W, I'm going to hold this sumbitch up one more time. After we get this W this weekend, tomorrow night, we are coming for that belt. You can't hold somebody back, because when my boy dominates Arnold Allen, we're going to dominate another fighter. And if Volkanovski's still the champion, we're going to dominate another fighter. And eventually it's going to be so bad that they're going to have to give him the title shot regardless of who's the champion. And if Yair Rodriguez pulls that upset, you know we're going for the belt next. So, yeah, guys. I'm obviously rocking with my boy Max Blessed Holloway, if I haven't made it clear enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the rest of this card, because I know there's some bangers on this card. And let's see what's going on. I already know one. Oh, yeah. Billy Q versus Edson Barboza. Banger. I got Edson taking that. I think Edson Barboza's due for a nice win. You got Dustin Jacoby fighting an undefeated fighter that I am not quite familiar with. So I'm not going to make a prediction on that, but I know Dustin Jacoby's had quite the career resurgence. Hoping all the best for him. Tanner Boser making his debut at 205. I've been real excited about this fight all week. I think he's going to get the W over Jan Cutelaba, and he's going to finally find the weight class that he should have been at. Chris Gutierrez versus Pedro Munoz. I think Chris gets it done. I do. It's going to be a good fight. Another banger on this card. This card is a sleeper-ass card. What's on the prelims? Royval and Matthias Nicolau. That's a banger, too. I'm going with Royval. I like Royval. It's a shame he got hurt a few years ago. I thought he was on the right path, and hopefully he can stay getting back to where he used to be. One of my baby mamas, Jillian Robertson, is fighting. I love her. I hope she gets a W just because I love her. But, oh, Jocelyn Edwards is fighting. That's a good fight. There's some bangers on this card, guys. But the main attraction is the main man. What did Roy Jones say? Y'all must have forgot. What does Max Holloway's new merch say? Still here. And you know I'm copping that shit. We are getting this W, fellas. And I love y'all. And if you, I promise to you guys that are sick of hearing me cheer for my guys, that I'm most of the time just going to break fights down unbiasedly. But today is especially just a fan club type video, guys. I was never in my wildest dreams picking against Max Holloway. That's my boy. And, yeah, so Max Holloway by vicious butchering. I think I got him in a 5-round decision, 49-46. I have respect for Arnold Allen. Maybe he can grab one of the early rounds. 49-46, maybe 49-45, 49-44. We know how my boy likes to get them 10-8s in there. But, yeah, guys, let me know down below how absolutely sick of hearing my biased ass you guys are. And I promise the biased shit is coming to an end as soon as this weekend commences. But, yeah, let me know who you guys have winning this fight. As always, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe. Love y'all, baby. And let's go, Max.